The quarterfinals are over and we have our 4 semi-finalists for the Paris Masters 2022. I'm excited to take you through what happened in the quarters and the potential of what's going to happen in the semi-finals. Right, let's start off with our first semi-final, and that will be between Holger and Felix Auger-Aliassime, the guy on the incredible winning run, and it just seems to keep on continuing right now. This one, Ben Lewis from Match Point Canada, one of our friends, saying the incredible stretch continues. Felix Auger-Aliassime defeats Francis Tiafoe 6-1, 6-4 to storm into the semi-finals of the Paris Masters. Felix now winning 16 straight matches and looks every bit the top player in the world. An all-time streak in men's Canadian tennis. Well done to Felix. This is an incredible run, and no one even saw this coming. If you said that this was going to happen earlier on this year, no one would have believed you. But the fact he's now put this together, it's incredible. So happy for Felix. And this is the 16-match winning streak. We'll have a look down. Oscar Otte there in Florence. Then we got Nakashima, Musetti, Wolf, Juniard, Evans, Gasquet, Korda, Huesler, Kecmanovic, Bublik, Alcaraz, Rune, Mikael Ymer, Gilles Simon, obviously, and Francis Tiafoe. So quite the list there. And look at all those different nations as well that he's ticking off along the way. Who's going to be next? Will it be Holger Rune getting his name on that list for a second time? We'll have to wait and see. And this, a very good one. Never seen Felix this possessed. The rest of the tour should be very scared. And I mean, look at this. I've never seen Felix letting out this type of emotion on the court. But maybe this is what he needed all this time. He was just holding it all in. He just needed to let it out. And now we're getting to see the best tennis I think we've ever seen from him. This another good one. Be very aware, says Villander. When he's playing, his serve is absolutely huge. His physicality is that of Novak Djokovic and maybe even a step above. And that doesn't come lightly under my mouth, because I've always thought Djokovic was the greatest athlete of any sport. Well, massive, absolutely massive words there from Mats Wilander to compare him and put him above Djokovic in physicality. Must really, really be impressing him. And I don't think it's the only person. I think Felix, could he be the next number one? Who knows? 2023 could see something huge for Felix Auger-Aliassime if he keeps playing in this sort of form. Obviously, he's going to be playing Holger Rune, and he defeated Carlos Alcaraz. It was 6-3. And then a tiebreak 3-1 to Holger Rune when Alcaraz had to retire, unfortunately. And it's, well, will this injury mean Alcaraz's ATP finals are in jeopardy? I think he's pulled out as a real precaution. I think it was the right move. He tried to go back on and play for a bit and then knew it wasn't right, had to just quickly retire. So I think that's the right move, just to make sure he has the best opportunity to play those tour finals. He definitely deserves it. I'm hoping we get to see him there. And this one, the Holger Rune news, this one's from, and saying his 4th straight semi-final since the end of September. Wow. And Rune's 3rd consecutive top 10 win and 7th overall this year. And well, he's blown on the scene. I know that we've said it before when we spoke to Francisco Cerundolo. He picked Holger Rune as the sort of the young person who's going to come through this year and really make a splash on the tour. And he's absolutely knocked it out of the park. I think he's really hit the nail on the head there. This is Alcaraz being the gentleman he is, the sportsman he is, coming out saying Holger was better today and deserved to win. It was difficult to withdraw, but I was scared of making it worse. Health comes first. Definitely does. And, well, you can see there how upset he looks leaving the court. And tennis is everything to Carlos Alcaraz, and I just hope we get to see him back on the court again soon. You see with the matching outfits as well, like brothers in arms, aren't they? And this good one from Jose Morgado. Holger Rune started the season outside the top 100, will likely finish very close to the top 15. Incredible year. Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. I can't put any more on that. You've summed it up there, Jose. Good man. This one was before the quarterfinals, but I thought we should touch back on this because I only just seen this today. And it says, in form and rising fast. Obviously, Holger Rune, his backhand showing this week is well above his year's average of 7.2. And this is calculated in real time by analyzing each shot's speed, spin, depth, width, and the impact it has on its opponent. You can see the people at the top of the list here. Lorenzo Musetti, we got Stefanos, Tsitsipas, Djokovic in there, and Alcaraz, TFO, Felix, Tommy Paul. But look at Holger Rune. Look, I mean, the clear leader there with 8.17. And Musetti, he's obviously out of this tournament now. And we've got Tsitsipas, Djokovic there. It's pretty impressive. I thought I'd share that with you. I was pretty blown away by how good his backhand is. Let's go to the head-to-head. Felix and Holger have only played each other once before, and you'll all remember when that was. That was in the final in Basel, and it was Felix Auger-Aliassime who got the win. 6-3, 7-5. Who knows, though? Maybe he's getting better week on week, Holger Rune. Could we see a change in the result in this semi-final? We're going to have to wait and see. I'll give my prediction at the end. We come to the next one. It's Djokovic, Tsitsipas. I mean, these two have definitely met more than once before. We know that for sure. And Novak Djokovic made light work of Lorenzo Musetti earlier today, bageling the Italian in the first set, and he looked out of sorts, nervous. He didn't look himself at all. Managed to break Djokovic early in the second set, and then Djokovic, normal service resumed, took over and absolutely obliterated the Italian. It was comfortable. It was like a walk in the park for Novak Djokovic. It was a masterclass, really. He had a little blip and allowed Musetti in, and then just turned it on again. So good. There's some really interesting tweets about Djokovic coming out. Djokovic, at the age of 35 and a half, can miss the Australian Open, US Open, Indian Wells, Miami, Canada, Cincinnati, earn 0 points for winning Wimbledon, and still finish a season comfortably inside the top 8. Yes, folks, he's just that damn good. I totally agree. He is just that damn good. It's amazing. The fact that he's crept his way back into the top 8 and he's missed all of these tournaments, credit to him. What an amazing role model of a player he is. And I can't wait to see him playing every tournament next year. Let's put some fingers crossed for that one as well. Ben Rothenberg in here saying, obviously a crude way to do this, but if you added the points Djokovic earned from the previous time that he played at each of the 2022 tournaments he skipped for vaccination fear reasons, Australian Open, Indian Wells, Miami, Canada, labeling them again, he'd have 4,380 more points and be number one comfortably. So I think there's a lot of people that thinking if Djokovic was playing on the tour, he'd still probably be number one. I think he probably would be. I think so. Right. And this one, yeah, it's just confirming Djokovic is 8th in the race. It will mean he would qualify anyway for the finals without the spot being reserved for the Grand Slam winner outside the top 8. So there's not in any controversy or anything. Djokovic has done it the hard way and he still got in anyway. Moving over to Stefanos Tsitsipas, 6-2, 6-4, defeated Tommy Paul with ease. And a clutch break in the last game. And Steph will face Novak Djokovic. Well done. 0 sets dropped for the Greek. Impressive stuff from him. And when he's playing like this, I remember him defeating Daniel Medvedev early in the year on the hard courts. Can happen. It's Novak Djokovic, though. He's the reigning champion. He's sort of the Paris bursty master at the Masters, isn't he? And he's running down a Parisian dream. He hits 60 wins in a season for the first time in his career after defeating Tommy Paul. Fantastic. Well done to Steph. I still think he's had a really good year. Potential is even for things greater. I mean, still has a chance for the Tour Finals. He's won it once before. Who knows? Maybe he could win here and the Tour Finals. What an end to the year that would be. And this one, just to finish off with, if Tsitsipas does win the title this week, we could have this group at the ATP Finals. Alcaraz, Nadal, Medvedev, Djokovic. Imagine. Doesn't that sort of make you want Tsitsipas to sort of win this? So we can get that group. Part of me wants it to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. Right, the head-to-head between these two. 8-2 to Djokovic. Pretty comprehensive. And the 2 times they played this year, it is Djokovic who has been the victor. And he has defeated him fairly recently. As you can see there, Astana, he defeated him in straight sets in the final. And he defeated him in the final of Rome as well. That was a bagel and a tiebreak. It was quite comfortable as well. And you can see the last 3 times he has played him are all in finals. He was 2 sets down to him, obviously, in Roland Garros, and then came back and won in 5. But since then, it's been comfortable this year. But that's the preview of the semi-finals. Now time for my prediction on how I see it going. I'm sure you already probably know how I'm going to go, don't you? I'm going to have to go for Felix to defeat Holger-Rune. I think it's going to be in 3 sets this time, though. I think Holger-Rune is going to actually take the second set, and then we're going to have a fight out in that final set. Felix gets it done in 3. And then in the other one, well, you've already saw the head-to-head from this year. I'm sorry, Steph. As much as I want that group of death, Djokovic takes it. I think it's probably going to be in straight sets too. So that's all from me. Let me know your predictions in that comment section below. And if you haven't already, hit a like on the video, subscribe to Game to Love if you're new, and join us for more tennis action coming up later.